gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
Hey, everybody, it's
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Baltimore Ravens. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Chiefs now coming out for their opening drive. As we get a peek at the former Red Raider and 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you guys didn't come out of the gate. I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. That's just a solid, methodical drive. To start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here come the Ravens now, ready to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by the final pick of the first round in 2018 out of Louisville. It's Lamar Jackson. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. This one complete to Ingram. Fights through and now a crease. The 30. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, 75 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken near the 13. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And now here comes Kansas City. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet, see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got the artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover one. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Flushed out right. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. On play action, it's Mahomes. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Mahomes again. Gets this one to Hill. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 21.
We always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there.
Enough to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
That's
what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he got going.
They run from the pistol with Ingram. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Pass from Jackson, complete to Ingram. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Throwing again on second down. Jackson has got his man. It's Andrews. That catch good for 5. It's third down. On 3rd and 1, Jackson flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Well, you want to talk about making something out of nothing. Boy, he did that right there. What an incredible run.
Obviously a pass play, and he couldn't find anyone open downfield. But sometimes the receivers just run those defenders off, and it creates a wide-open space.
The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken about the 12. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there, second down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage.
He's got it at the 15. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 44 yards. But one thing's for sure, they're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on it?
This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead. And the touchdown all set up by the big play, one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Free kick out of bounds, kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 42. From the gun, it's Jackson rolling to his left. He's going to take off with it. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Now he'll pull it down. 20! And he will score! Touchdown, Baltimore! Lamar Jackson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys are able to regain the lead. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too. And
you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. He's probably someone they want to get more involved at this point. Second quarter down to the scoreboard, and you know that he can be a threat.
And because he's such a threat, as well as so productive, I'm with you on this. They've got to get him the ball more, give him more opportunities for them to have a chance to erase that lead.
Certainly they'll be looking to get him even more in the mix this go-around. 23 yards on the play. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here a throw taken in by Watkins. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes, open man is Hill. He's got it. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Now here's Mahomes. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Out comes Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs offense. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get them back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that second touchdown now. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Jackson sliding out of the pocket. He's going deep for Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now Jackson on first down. He uncorks it for Snead. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this... Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about it.
In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be recovered at least by the offense, but he'll be taken down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. Then, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
This is taken at the 18. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Play action. It's Jackson. And he will find his man on the outside. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven. First down. And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! A gain on the play. That's good.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Check 53. What we got? What we got? What we got?
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. He's going to take off with it, and he will score.
Work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to obey it. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. They can't take it to 10. Hey.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me.
We've got a great one on tap between the Seattle Seahawks.
Coach, thanks. You know, it is night, yes, but the desert temperature is still approaching or even exceeding triple digits outside. But thankfully, we are inside a very cool, a very comfortable State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Tonight, we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Seattle Seahawks and all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And the Arizona Cardinals. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll buy some time right. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Russell Wilson, 47 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So they start this game just like they won. Opening drive touchdown, a nice run there to finish it off.
Yeah, that's what we call an explosive run because of the distance. And being able to do that, that puts a little uncertainty in the minds of your opponent.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Murray now on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 42. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. And even 40 yards. Here's Murray. He's going to look deep end zone for... He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins, 42 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way.
Let's be frank, you hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. Murray now, escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
54 Mike. Check.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray, and he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler Murray with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. They've already been on record as saying, hey, if our rookie quarterback's going to tuck it and run on a scramble, we kind of hold our breath. Well, that was a maybe no, yes, as he's able to get into the end zone.
Are you saying he's got to learn where the line is about whether you keep your eyes downfield and try and find a receiver, or you tuck it and go? And I think there's going to be some growing pains with that. I think in this case, he made the right decision.
And we know he's got the speed. He showed it there. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you
and now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 73 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, That should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Going deep, and got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He's going to look deep, end zone for Hopkins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter as his guys are able to regain the lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. These 2 teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. DeAndre Hopkins and the rest of the offense heading back. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as they have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball and nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. Well, he's been the guy, already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did.
There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Rolling to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner Murray. It's complete to Drake. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Murray on the sneak. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. Second and goal from the 1. Murray keeps it himself. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Let's go, defense. Grenade
Reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns, as his guys have now moved out in front.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Getting set to go again, DeAndre Hopkins marches back onto the field. He'll try to generate some more steam on offense down to the scoreboard second quarter. Not necessarily his fault, but he's always a guy they want to get extra involved.
Keep finding ways for him to get the football. Keep force feeding him in that way. Get to the half. Kind of reboot, start over again to try and erase the other things that have them down on the scoreboard.
They'll be looking for a little more juice here in the second quarter before they do hit that halftime locker room. Going deep for Hopkins. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. That drive started on their own 25, 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Seattle now ready to march onto the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Buda Baker, there to force the incompletion. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Flushed out right. He'll run it and give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Go. You got 3 down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Wilson now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Going for Metcalf on the deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, as the first half is winding down, as they have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
On the move to his left. And he's going to keep it here. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. He's at the 30, and he is down deep into Seattle territory. A huge play there for Arizona. 51 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to take, the ball comes out, and the Seahawks have recovered.
I know one thing, the team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. To throw is Wilson. Following a fumble recovery, he'll throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it's second down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson, and this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. Kirk now, the return man. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray. And the catch made by Hopkins. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
He's got a 1st down or more inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. Murray now to throw. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray flush to his right, and he hits Drake. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. To throw, it's Murray. He can run for it, and I think the ball's out. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
They'll try and pound it in with Drake. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try again with Drake, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Punching it in from a yard away, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This offense, thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary. Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially to skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath. Now Murray off play action. Steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They can't stop Bruce Irvin there as he slips in for the sack. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Eluding the pressure right. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. I tell you, he is closing in on a 300-yard receiving game now. He's maybe one catch away as he's got a first there. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll pull it down. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd and 4. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he will score. Touchdown Cardinals. 15 yards. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. The quarterback run has eaten him up all game long, and there he goes again, this time into the end zone.
And what I like about what I'm seeing, absolutely running almost with impunity. He's not worried about his body. He's not worried about sliding. He's not worried about protecting himself. He's worried about getting yardage. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, you've got to start figuring out what these blocking schemes are and finding ways to defeat them.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. So Wilson and the Seahawks down by 7, 2 minutes, 17 seconds to go. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. That'll bring up 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Wilson now. Throwing again, escaping the pressure right. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. Gets through and... oh, no, he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
And the opportunity squashed. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards to pick up, good enough for an Arizona first. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A handoff out of the pistol. It's Drake. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Murray to throw. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he's taken down inside the 30. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 28. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Back to throw it. Murray. And an alley to run. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
First down and goal to go.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Back to throw. Murray steps away, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Bruce Irvin able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now Murray. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.